Flora backstory. Centuries ago, before the demon dragon, aka Flora's banishment within the Jaku forest, Flora had a family. The most important part of her family was just her parents. When Flora was born, was known to be really sweet, but her parents thought otherwise. You see, Flora's parents, Flora's mother, known as Mina, and her husband, known as King, they had ancestors, followed a strange cult legacy. The family lived in the Jaku forest, but it wasn't named that in the past. They call it Shinda Minibasu. The forest was on a beach called Nisu. Now the beach is known as Ember Island, located in the northern Fire Nation position resort. But one day, while Flora was playing with stuffed animals, her parents was in the basement, was doing their lineage dark demon meeting, a meeting with dark ancestors for their decision for their faith of their child. Where the basement was dim and dark. That's dim with violet purple and blood red lights. On the hard black floor was graved down, shaping a pentagram, ritual circle with Japanese symbols around the circle. The parents was wearing a society robe that was violet purple. Kneeling near this segment on top of the cone is a shape. It is a shape of a new moon glass. As the lunar eclipse came, the darkness was absorbed within the new moon orb and lit up the room with a red light. As the red light died down, Flora's parents was surrounded by violet-colored shadow beings, their ancestors. Flora's parents had a talk with their ancestors to somewhat fix their cheerful daughter. The ancestors told them that they both have to sacrifice to prevent her dark anger. After hearing this, they both was devastated, but if it was the only way, they both agreed the seal. So later, from the agreement, Flora's parents took Flora to the forest, but they went too deep. As they went even deeper, when the thick of the willow trees that was somewhat sharp, as Flora's parents let loose of Flora's hand as horror thoughts through Flora's head, Flora looked everywhere in the deep forest, but later she was found from a landlord's orphanage family. Mistress Kistune.Tarchun and a husband is Hai Kun. She was taken to the Earth Kingdom orphanage. She was taken to the Earth Kingdom Earth orphanage. When Flora was taken to the orphanage to that year prior from the incident of losing her parents, they later was found particularly impaled from one of the spiked branches from the dead willow trees. They were impaled from the upper from their skull and dying from lack of oxygen. What really happened when they lost their child as planned, they slipped in a steep ditch and banged their head and impaled on the branch. As weeks passed, Flora's personality shifted to nice and anger. As Flora learned how to feel rage, she poisoned the husband of the orphanage family. What happened to the orphanage father? Well, Flora dragged him down to the kitchen and killed him. by severing him and ate him and drank his blood. As you could tell from that, she was getting closer to the dark side. As Flea left the orphanage, the mother of the orphanage family, her children, the daughter named Kagama-yaku-chun, and her son Kokoin-kun, keep the orphanage going. But Flea, she moved on and lived her own. But her parents, they achieved their goal for their daughter, to felt hatred and anger. This is when the origin of the demon dragon really begins.